Hello and welcome to Expo, and who's excited to see who wins this year's Golden Boy? You know, the award given to the best player in Europe under the age of 21. Well, hopefully thousands of you, because I'm planning on making 2 videos about it. It's been whittled down to 40 nominees, but what I want to know is where will they be in the future? Well, using the powers of Football Manager 2020, I've simulated the year 2025, and I'm going to see how every Golden Boy nominee is getting on. And if you want me to take it even further and go to 2030, just let us know in the comments. Right, let's go. MARLEY free agent. Okay, we're off to a rotten start here. The Marseille wing has been binned off by the year 2025, failing to make the grid at the Stade Orange Velodrome. To be fair, he didn't get many chances. The poor bloke only ever played 6 league games for the first team, with a grand total of 0 goals and 0 assists. Marcus Antonio Shakhtar Donetsk. Hooray, we've got a player who's actually at a football club. Marcus Antonio hasn't gone anywhere, in fact, still playing for Shakhtar like so many Brazilians in years gone by. In 2025 he's doing pretty decent, proving to be quite a creative force in the Shakhtar midfield. Only 26 and valued at £13.5 million, it's surprising to see no one else snap him up. AOUCHICHE free agent. Oh, for goodness sake, there's meant to be the best young players in Europe. We've got another free agent, another player who's been released by a Ligue 1 club. AOUCHICHE, Christ, how would you even say that? Has been let go by PSG, but surely he'll get himself another club as it looked like he was doing great for the reserves. If only the real life move to St Etienne had actually happened. BADIASHILE, Napoli. Now if this lad had been a free agent, I would have been worried. However, even Badiashile's career has had its ups and downs. Despite only going 5 years into the future, he's played for 4 different clubs: Monaco, Juventus, Granada and now Napoli. It looks like he could be on the move again, with Lens and Dortmund keen. Christ, transfer whore. MITCHEL backer, ABHA club. Hold your horses, MITCHEL backer has enjoyed an ABHA tribute band. Instead, he's playing for Saudi Arabian club ABHA, where he earns just 800 quid a week. He might have been better off doing the tribute band. BAKKER is another lad who didn't get a chance with PSG, making just 1 appearance before being released. MYRON BOADU, AJAX. This is a move that makes complete sense for MYRON BOADU, but I do wonder how AJAX managed to get him on a free. The Dutch forward must let his contract run down at AZ, and now he's got himself a deal with the biggest club in Holland. He arrives on the back of 2 great seasons in the Eredivisie, so could earn himself an even bigger move in years to come. BORKOWSKI, MIA. Who knows where he is? Type his name at the search bar and nothing comes up. He was there when it started, so maybe he's just been released and packed it all in. Maybe joined the ABBA tribute band, who knows. RAFAEL CAMACHO, BRAGA. Sold by Liverpool to Sporting not too long ago, it seems as though this isn't a departure the Reds are going to regret. Camacho did okay when he got the odd chance to play for Sporting, but in 2024 he joined Braga on a free, and as it stands, he's yet to represent his country. EDUARDO CAMAVINGA, PSG. Christ, if this lad's career had gone down the pan, I'd have given up now. But no, Camavinga's delivered, just like the favourite son of FM20 that he is. The Frenchman first went to Juve for £44 million, but he's now back in France, with PSG paying a huge £114 million for his services. So far he looks worth it after a stellar debut season, and it wants to be considering he's on 300 grand a week. He's also got 28 caps for his country, and I'm excited to see where he is in 2030, providing you want to see it. As I say, let me know in the comments down below, please and thank you. CARNESECCHI, Atalanta. Crashing down to reality we go, this Italian goalkeeper can't buy a start. During the whole simulation he's made 1 league appearance for Atalanta, but for some reason they don't loan him out either. And even worse, he's got the number 2 shirt. At this point it's effectively bullying someone called Childline, for goodness sake. RAYAN CHERKE, Tottenham. This lad's done well enough to get a big money move away from Lyon, with Spurs almost paying a club record fee of £81 million, but more on that club record fee later. CHERKE is a French international alongside CAMAVINGA and enjoyed a decent first season in England. Jonathan David, Dortmund. David's been snapped up by ADIL in reality, but in this FM simulation he's gone one better, getting a £33 million move to Borussia Dortmund, a team who would make any young pup look like the next new kid on the block. He's doing alright in a Dortmund shirt, but can definitely do better, and to be honest I think he'll have moved on to someone like Milan come the 2030 video, if you want it that is. Alphonso Davies, Bayern Munich. Your friend and mine Alphonso Davies is still with Bayern Munich in 2025, truly nailing down the position of left back at the Allianz. Considering how good he is now, it's no surprise that Davies is still getting the job done with Munich. Let's move on. Serginho Dest, Manchester City. Wow, this is one I didn't see coming at all. Last time I saw him on an FM simulation he was naff. But this time he's got a £64 million move to Man City, who just loves spunking loads of cash on fullbacks. But he's just enjoyed his best season in the simulation, which ended with City winning the Premier League. Sebastiano Esposito, Inter Milan. This guy's the best we've had so far. Sebastiano Esposito is still with Inter Milan, and they're lucky because what a player he's developing into. He's hit at least 20 Serie A goals in all of his last 3 seasons, making him one of the top strikers in world football. And now he's a target for Tottenham, who just seem to want all the Golden Boy nominees. Thomas Estevez, MIA. No idea where this lad is, never showed up. Good luck to him though, wherever you are. Ansu Fati, Barcelona. Seemingly still in disarray with no Champions League titles or La Liga to shout about, Ansu Fati is at least one shining light at Barcelona. The youngster's been sensational in the past few years, even netting 19 league goals the season before. At just 22 he's already on £250 a week and valued at £69 million, stop laughing, meaning he probably isn't going anywhere soon. Phil Foden, Atletico Madrid. Well, this is odd, isn't it? The saving grace of English football signing for the 3rd biggest team in Spain that once notorious for being a bit more rough around the edges. But whatever, Foden cost them £78 million and he's actually doing much better in red and white. Maybe it's something to do with the warm weather, I don't know. Amine Gouiri, Marseille. We've got another Golden Boy candidate doing well, but Gouiri's career is actually a bit odd. He had a loan spell at Norwich, then Juventus took him on trial before buying him, sounds a little bit dodgy, then after that he signed for Marseille for just £6.25 million. Well, in the end he's doing brilliantly for Marseille, scoring 20 goals in all competitions every season. Ryan Gravenberch, Ajax. The man who gets signed on literally every FIFA Road to Glory series is still at Ajax on this FM simulation, and to be honest, he's had a couple of OK seasons, but that's about it. There's not much else to say really, he's got 6 caps for his country, that's nice. Mason Greenwood, Manchester United. He's still at Manchester United, but to be honest, they don't use him enough. There's been no promotion at the number 11, which is neither here nor there, but it's only in the last 2 seasons he started to become a first team regular. Maybe we want to look out for him in 2030. Erling Haaland, Atletico Madrid. Goals, goals, goals and goals. That's the only way to sum up Erling Haaland. But no longer is he doing it in yellow, instead he's Phil Foden's teammate in Madrid. He cost £93 million and it was money well spent, but he could be on the move this summer with the 2 Manchester clubs ready to do battle for his signature. Callum Hudson-ODOI, Shandong Luneng. Callum Hudson-ODOI's gone to China. He was barely getting a kick at Chelsea, he was playing less and less year after year, so he's bit the bullet and headed east. He cost them just shy of 16 million and he's currently on 91 grand a week. Dear me, what a waste. And he's only got 2 England caps, what a disaster. Mohamed Hattaren, Liverpool. After impressing for PSV, the Dutchman earned a £47 million move to Liverpool, and so far he's doing pretty well on Merseyside. Sure, he spends a lot of his time coming off the bench, but when he does he performs, so who cares? Christ, remember at the start of this video when all the players were suddenly naff? What a rollercoaster this video is. Ozan Kabak, Schalke. Turkish defender Ozan Kabak stayed put during the simulation, and to his credit, he looks to have been pretty solid. Not solid enough to get him a bigger move, but solid enough to keep him in the Schalke team. Straight up solid. Mikhail Karbovnik, Genoa. Okay, so the first season of the simulation went well, but that's about it for Mikhail Karbovnik. A move to Inter Milan was a waste of time, and after returning to Poland on loan, he now plays for Genoa where his form has been rougher than a hangover from a 10-pint bender. Dejan Kulusevski, Manchester City. Ladies and gentlemen, this is now the most expensive player in Manchester City's history. £112 million is what it cost to get him away from Juventus, and my word, I think it's safe to say he's been worth it. His numbers have been sensational. This is probably why they allowed Phil Foden to leave. Forget local lads, Kulusevski's much better. Tanguy Nianzou, PSG. On this simulation, a move to Bayern Munich didn't happen, and that's basically ruined his career. The centre-back's still with PSG, but he just plays for the reserves, and even there he isn't that good. It won't be long before this lad's a free agent, put it that way. It'll be next year actually, his contract ends in 2026. Rodrigo, Real Madrid. Not a lot to say here. Rodrigo's still with Madrid, he's been in and out of the team, but he has started to do well in the last couple of years. Maybe in the next video he'll be a superstar, but at the minute he's just okay, now it's special. Jadon Sancho, Manchester United. Yes, Jadon Sancho is a Man United player, but not before he went to Spurs for a club record fee. Told you we'd come back to it. But Sancho's just completed a brilliant first season at Old Trafford, it's just a shame his arrival was 4 years too late. Bukayo Saka, Real Betis. Well, this is odd. I love it when FM throw a curveball like this. Saka was let go by Arsenal in 2023 and Real Betis were the lucky club to get him for nout. He's doing well in green and white, where I imagine he still plays alongside a 77-year-old Joaquin. I'll just check. Nah, he's retired, damn. Fabio Silva, Porto. This man's football manager pedigree has been talked about far and wide since he joined Wolves, but on this simulation that deal didn't happen. but he's still an absolute beast, playing out of his skin every season for Porto. Okay, not every season, he weirdly had a loan spell at Preston. He did well there too, and he's now a target for Real Madrid and Barcelona. Vladislav Sapraya, Dynamo Kiev. The Ukrainian striker is still with Dynamo Kiev, he hasn't played for his country and he doesn't score many goals. To put it mildly, I'll be shocked to my core if he wins the 2020 Golden Boy Award. Dominik Szoboszlai, Bayern Munich. Transfer list, that's where he is. Bayern Munich signed him from Salzburg in 2021, but he's done nothing to note at the Allianz and is now available for £26.5 million, with Everton the only club keen. Thomas Tavares, Benfica. The Portuguese right back has yet to be swept up by Wolves and is still at Benfica, but fair play to the lad because by the looks of things he's pretty solid. Christ, this is a long video. Sandro Tonali, Real Madrid. The Italian sensation, the next Andrea Pirlo, every football manager player's wet dream. Yes, Sandro Tonali is now playing for Real Madrid in 2025. He cost them a huge £106 million from Liverpool in 2024, and his first season at the Bernabeu was actually the best of his career. Thank goodness this guy lived up to the hype. I'd have been devastated if he was playing for Forest Green or something. Ferran Torres, Valencia. The new Man City man is actually still at Valencia, but at least he's playing well there, and Valencia haven't fallen into oblivion, so that's good too. Happy days all round. Christos Tollis, OFI. The young Greek striker is still in Greece, but has moved clubs during the simulation. It hasn't mattered, he's either barely played at his previous club or barely scored at his new club. Like the Ukrainian lad whose name I can't remember, I don't think this man's going to win the 2020 Golden Boy Award. Vinicius Jr, Liverpool. For £108 million, Vinicius Jr has just left Real Madrid and looks like he's tasked with filling the void left by Mo Salah at Liverpool, who actually plays for Real Madrid. The Brazilian has just enjoyed the best season of his career, but he really needs to step up his game if he's going to prove to be worth that ludicrous amount of money. Nico Williams, Brighton. Finally we've reached the last player, and Nico Williams' career is a little bit sad. He never played a single game for the Reds, spent his final year on loan at Brighton, and luckily for him he was good enough to earn himself a contract at the AMEX. But all is not lost for Nico. You can go to the beach, you can have an ice cream, forget all about your Liverpool nightmare. So there we have it, that's where every 2020 Golden Boy nominee is in 2025. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Alexpo, and until next time we will see you around.